Hey, Spacebound. I'm good. How are you doing? It's almost Friday. Hey, Kathy Joe. Hey, Christy. Hey, Red Raider. Yes, today was a good day. How about you? Yes, Spacebound. It has been a long week, hasn't it? I was thinking that tonight when I was like calling a friend of mine because I was driving and driving and driving home. I still had like 45 minutes and I was like, okay, should I stop and get coffee? Hi, on the lake. On the lake is having a beautiful sunny day on the lake. Christy says, yay, finally, I catching alive. Can you guys tell I'm eating sardines right now? Kathy Joe says, I tried the lawyer jokes today. The deputies at the security checks love them. The lawyers, not so much. Hey, Lisa. You can tell I'm eating sardines. My dog is loving it. I probably shouldn't dox my dog, but he loves sardines. He loves string cheese too. What kind of dog? I don't know. What dog likes string cheese? I swear if I open the refrigerator with the intention of getting out one of the little thingies of string cheese, somehow he knows because he's right there before he hears me getting one out of the little thingy. Sardines or string cheese? Kathy Jo says, my dog likes salad. My dog only likes it if it's the chicken from the Caesar salad. I think he'll tolerate a little bit of lettuce here and there. Pretty much he's after the chicken. Exactly, Lisa. And I tell you, if I just think to myself, oh, I think I'll go grab a string cheese, he's with me right to the fridge, you know? He watches me put groceries away too. I know dang well he's taking inventory. Hey, shenanigan maker. Spacebound says mine does too if it has a little bit of dressing. Shenanigan maker says Hank is a string cheeseaholic. What is that? You know, dogs used to like bones. Maybe our dogs are getting wimpy too. Hi, Lainey. Welcome to the Sardines and String Cheese Show. Oh, I should say this. I forgot to say it already. Bob. Got a comment on the channel saying something What was it they called us? Oh, let me think. Cackling. They said we're cackling. Wonder what channel that person subscribes to. Uh-oh, Shenanigan Maker has gossip. Oh Lord. Oh my. Kathy Joe says my bulldog barks at the air fryer nightly. It's like he's placing his order at Waffle House. Hi, PJ. Shenanigan Maker, I don't know what that means. That's better than like sitting there getting drunk on a work night, right? Yes, Lisa. Yes. I tried to explain that we're the type of people who don't laugh at people. We examine actions. I had an interesting night last night. I went to check out Miss Jane's channel to see how her finger's doing because she has a really serious infection on her finger. And keep in mind, she's not my favorite person, and I'm not her favorite person. But I still kind of wonder about her finger if she's going to get the help she needs, you know? And it sounds like she is getting the help she needs finally. So that's really good because she's been suffering for, I can't remember how long she said, I think like 6 weeks with a serious infection. So she invited me to hop up on the channel, and I did. And we talked about the Darlie Routier case. We talked about the Diane Downs case, the Andrea Yates case, a little bit, just a second, about the Susan Smith case. Let me think. Darlie Routier. Who else did we talk about? I'm not sure. But it was really interesting. And then a woman named Greta hopped up on panel, and she knows all about the Diane Downs case. So that was interesting. We actually had a true crime case discussion panel. Of course, we didn't talk about the case from hell, but we did talk about maybe someday trying to talk about the case from hell together because she and I disagree so much. But I don't know, it might just be better to talk about Darlie Routier maybe. Hi, busy mom. Kathy Joe says tea causes kidney stones, Shan. Have you learned nothing this week? Shenanigan Maker says LOL, lots of love. Lisa says love the Yates case. Isn't that one interesting? Kathy Joe is calling Shenanigan Maker peg leg. Here we go. The cackling BOBs, laughing at people, ridiculing people. Oh, speaking of, I just got an email and I used the F word in the reply, which I'm not proud of. But I think it was like a threat. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it more closely to see if it's a threat or not. But that's how I took it. But it's been a long day. I might look at it tomorrow and go, whatever. Let me see if I can find it. It says, just want to let you know that I love you. Okay, that's interesting. And then it goes on to say that she's going through something right now. And it's something serious. And then she says she loves the content, but sometimes, you know, The way she says it, I'm not quite sure how to paraphrase it. And then she is taking offense that evidently at some point I told her she had to have tough skin. And then she says, okay, now here's the part. Do you tell me if this is threatening? Quote, you think I don't have tough skin only because I respect you. If I didn't, you'd see another side of me. I'll share more later. Just know IDGAF and I'll FABU. Want to see tough skin? I'm ready. But like I'm saying, I'm respecting you. And then in capital letters, she said, understand? Does that sound threatening or no? Am I like hearing that right? I think it was a threat. So I said, F off, and that her veiled threat was ridiculous. I thought it was interesting that it started off with I love you and then went into you want to see thick skin. And I don't know what those initials mean. What do those initials mean? Let me find it again and I'll see. One of them is I, it, there's the letter I, and then there's four initials D, G, A, F, and then it says I'll, I apostrophe L L, and then four letters FABU. What's that mean? What is FABU and DGAF? I mean, if I'm going to be threatened, I should know what the threat is, right? Oh. Okay, I get that now. I get that one, Lisa. What's the other one? I forgot what it is now. Oh my gosh. You can tell I'm really feeling threatened. I'm like, is this a threat or not? Uh, okay, I finished my sardines. I'll pay attention now. My dog is happily enjoying probably about half of the sardine can. Had a bee in it. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I get the DGAF. I get that one. Um, let me look again. And it says I will FABU. What does FABU mean? Did I drop the link yet? I meant to if I didn't. It says I, okay, I'll type it. I D, oh, I have sardine oil on my finger. Hold on a minute. My computer guy's gonna scream. Okay, IDGAF and I'll, I gotta look again. What the heck was it? FABU. FABU. Okay, there it is. That's what it says. And keep in mind, when I tell you guys to have thick skin, that's usually when I'm teasing you and playing around and we're all laughing and playing, right? So isn't that just really special that somebody who I obviously adore, I wouldn't be teasing them, right? What did Kathy Joe say it was? Oh, forget about you, and I'll forget about you? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't give enough and I'll forget about you. I've never heard that though either. But LOL, lots of love. Hi, Sandy. Here comes shenanigan. Oh, I like that. Shenana banana.
Hey.
Oops, there you are. How are you? How's your foot doing today?
uh, it fucking hurts so bad. Um, Man, but yesterday was worse because I was on it all day. Um, I just kind of propped it up today, so we're doing a little better. But it still hurts. Man, it freaking hurts. I haven't looked at it yet because
Yeah,
I'm scared to look at it.
yeah, I'm like that too. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's better not to have to look at it too much. Um,
Yeah.
the
Did you just hear Hank?
No.
He just snored for you.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. How are you doing on your pain meds? Like, are you loopy right now, or are you pretty much not loopy?
um, well, I don't take them during the day, because I have to work.
So I'll
Um,
translate. I'll translate for you. You're loopy right now.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty loopy.
So when you said that you wanted tea or something, does that mean like dishing tea or whatever that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself and sit back and listen.
Okay. Um, so everybody's heard the latest news about JJ, right?
Okay, I won't mute myself. Yes, I heard that, and I think it's really good. I think it's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. But did you hear, like, it wasn't Jay that dropped Shazam. It was Shazam dropped Jay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got the proof. I wish I could screen share. While in Colorado, Miss JJ and her hubs decided to mail a large package of the marijuana back to their house. The
What?
police, yep, the police got it, signed for it, and I even have the proof of the police inter, intervening and picking it up. So yeah,
Oh my gosh. No
and
way. No
yeah,
way.
yeah. So and then there's also, I don't know if anybody noticed this little slip up on their video they made. The whole time they were there, they were like kites flying, all of them. And I mean, they were all just stoned the whole time.
I haven't heard any of this. Oh my
Y-
goodness.
yeah. And so you have to go back and look at their little trailer thing. In the trailer, they put what was it? Oh, my phone went dead. But they did, like, where it was either whoever dressed them or did, it said like costumes or some, I'm not sure exactly what it said because my phone just went dead. But it said vagina. Like
What did?
Jay threw in a joke as like somebody's name in the credits as vagina, and the Watts didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah. Um.
So
Yeah.
that
So the
isn't
whole
just
Colorado trip was just like a huge shit show, and then I can't wait for my phone to come back on so I can read you what Lana wrote on her Facebook group. Um, she threw in another couple hundred professionals. Um, Oh, by the way, does everybody like my new avatar? It's the do-it-yourself law. Trial notebooks optional.
I'm glad you did that because whenever you would put a new picture on it, it was all my idea, my fault,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
You're
we're all,
behind all of it.
yeah, we're a bunch of cackling hens who hate, and it's like, oh, whatever.
Well, I mean, honestly, oh, hey, Paula, love you. Um, that's an upgrade for Shanann, so they should be actually, you know, applauding me for giving her that little extra oomph.
Right. And if I laugh at that, then they say, I was saying earlier, somebody posted a thing calling us saying we're cackling all the way through it. And I tried to explain that there are some people like us, all of us here, who actually can laugh at behavior
Right.
without hating any person. And I think everybody here agrees that we really do wish that Shanann would have gotten the help that we think she needed by looking at all those videos. There's no hate for Shanann here. There's hate for a mental health system that may have not caught on, you know.
Yeah, and the hate for everybody around her that just stepped back and ignored and didn't speak up and didn't, even if they didn't approach her personally, I mean, there are steps they could have taken to completely go around Shanann.
Right. And even if they wanted to go ahead and keep on tippy toeing around her, their number one responsibility was to make sure that Bella and Cece were safe and not being dosed up and not being,
Yeah.
Bella and Cece deserved to have outdoor time.
Oh
They,
yeah.
they deserved a whole lot more than what was going on.
Yeah, and the thing is it's done anonymously. So why would somebody not take that initiative when they don't even have to take it as their own face value?
Well, I think that part was already in motion. I mean, if any,
Yeah,
they could have
but
had
it
20.
should have been more in motion.
Well, they could have had 20 more anonymous calls and they still had the same case in front of them, I think.
Right. Mm, It
I
is
like the
sad.
I like the binder comment. That is so cute.
I know. I know. I used the Sharpie font. I thought it was a nice touch. They didn't have a highlighter font, so I went with the
I
Sharpie.
wondered about the highlighters. Yeah, I saw somebody put up a video after that one chat
Uh-huh.
when you were talking about highlighters. Somebody put up a video talking about how they have their highlighters and their post-its or whatever. Knocking Lana.
No, I
I
have seen like two other chats talking about it.
right.
So hey trolls.
Lainey says, "Okay, who's Bob?" LOL. Lots of love. Freudian slip says it best. I think they all failed those babies, and
That's so true.
and that doesn't even mean that we hate everybody who failed the babies either. We don't
Well,
like the behavior.
because Cindy and Ronnie and Jamie, they all fall under that umbrella also,
Yep.
and we don't hate them. But it's very sad and very disturbing that they didn't.
Well, I think that the people who like to run around saying that we're just cackling whatever and laughing all the time, they might want to consider how doctors laugh. When they're getting their appendix removed, doctors are laughing at them.
Oh
They're
yeah,
laughing.
no kidding.
How police officers laugh after they, leave the scene. How,
Yeah,
I mean, what is their program? What, don't they laugh or what?
exactly. And man, these people just have sticks so far up all the way back through their head. It's just insane. And it's people they don't know. Um, and there's actually, I'm trying to Google it now. There's actually a mental illness or mental disorder that covers these people. And it's people that are obsessed with the death of strangers, but to an unhealthy point. Like you see on the Facebook groups, they're making effing Shanann and Bella and Cece and Nico ornaments for their trees, and
Oh,
they're
wow.
some people have gotten tattoos. Someone was asking recently. They were considering naming their newborn child Shanann.
Oh my goodness. And somebody said they named their new dog Shanann,
Yeah, it's
which
disgusting.
I'm not sure that that's a compliment, but they're acting like it is.
Right. And but what is it called? I found oh here it is. Comp is it? Uh my
Did
keys
it
keep sticking. Um uh
did you plug
it's
it in or
the
no?
complicated bereavement disorder. It's approximately 10% to 20% have it severe enough unremitting reactions to loss that result in complicated grieving. Um, cited Psychology Today. Um,
What is it called again?
uh, where is it? Complicated bereavement disorder. I don't. Am I saying that word right?
How do you spell it? The middle word.
The Bereavement.
Bereavement.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
But it
that's
didn't
actually
feel right
somebody
coming out.
that's somebody who they know though. Isn't that somebody who they know?
Well, it can cover people that they do know or don't know, but it's whenever it's taken to a debilitating um grief uh pre normally there's existing mental conditions, multiple stressors, emotional dependency, or substance abuse issues. Yeah, that's like every Shiner.
I was just going to say I think that's pretty much the definition right there.
I know
I
it.
mean, and they probably proclaim their substance abuse and you know,
Yeah.
so it's not like we're
Uh,
calling them names or anything. That's pretty much their
yeah.
self-described symptoms there.
But it is actually it doesn't say this in this article, but I just remembered it. But it is actually in the DSM-5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Lainey says it best. Basically, it is not normal.
No. Mm-mm. Chronic heightened state of mourning.
Carol is wondering if Ronnie was rolling blunts with the team.
Well, see, here's the thing. What I heard never said Ronnie, but Ronnie was with them the whole time, and supposedly they were all at Cheesecake Factory with the Munchies, and Ronnie paid for the meal and the drinks. So I'm assuming he didn't just go and not participate.
Well, if they were that stoned, he would have smelled it for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know that he could feign ignorance.
Oh, and they went by the Watts home, and they went to go visit Nate, and Jay visited Nate with a GoPro on her forehead, like on her head.
But I thought Nate moved.
Well, they met up with Nate, and supposedly he didn't sign consent form or anything, and so that was brought up. The guy that they met with at the restaurant, um, he was supposed to supposedly public relations. He didn't give consent to use his name. And that's what I was talking about before, where they had to remove him. But he supposedly is the guy that built their website, and it was built within like 48 hours. And it's basically just a like a shell site. And so that's the thing. If they're building that website while they're in Colorado, and they're doing all of that. I read somewhere that they said that they expedited the process
Right,
for the nonprofit.
right.
But that's still, I mean, that's uber quick to be getting
Well,
all of that taken care of.
you and I both know that isn't how nonprofits work.
No, it's not. It's not. You don't make a nonprofit overnight. You couldn't even expedite one. I mean,
I
that's
heard
not even a
Hank.
quarter of amount of time.
I heard Hank.
Oh yeah. He
Okay,
just
guys,
snuggled.
from this point forward, henceforth, if you hear any snoring, it's Hank.
Yeah. It's always, we're just always gonna blame it on Hank. He had to come up and snuggle next to me, and every time he plops down, he goes.
Busy Mom wants to know if Cindy went to Colorado. I do not think Cindy went to Colorado.
No, Cindy did not go. It was Lana J, Vagina, Ronnie, and what was it, Kelly that went?
Who is Vagina?
I don't know. That's just who they credited on their thing.
Maybe her name is Gina and she lives in Virginia or something.
I don't know, maybe. But
I'm just kidding.
they spelled it out VA space GINA, which is vagina. But
Right.
Lana spelled backwards is anal.
Oh, I never ever thought about that.
Yeah.
Carol says no marijuana for Cindy.
Oh, okay. So this is Friday, February 26th at 12:29 p.m. The police signed for Jay's package. And it was going to, well, we all know where it was going to. It was going to the Sunshine State, but it got intercepted in Denver, so it didn't get very far.
So have they been arrested yet?
I'm not 100% sure. Well, I mean, Jay posted on her page today, so unless someone did it for her.
I'm not that familiar with the whole, I don't know. But
Yeah.
there is, I guess the question of how many people took part in that decision and not one of them said this is a bad idea?
Right. Well, so Jay got on and wrote this on her Facebook group. She said, "When online drama goes personal, you have to protect yourself. People are crazy." That was hashtagged. "I appreciate you all and want to let you all know that I am no longer following the Watts situation either. It's a huge disappointment to me as well as it is to you. But risking my life and the lives of my family just isn't worth it to me. Much love, Jay." Well, it seems that she's the only one that put her and her family at risk.
Right. And I take offense at what she's saying because she's acting as if the people who have been targeted and don't let her kid you, she's been connected to a lot of people who have been attacking people.
Right.
So she isn't, little Girl Scout.
Yeah.
But for her to imply that she somehow would have control over whether or not somebody is attacking her, that isn't how it works in the cesspool.
Right.
They target people and do their thing. And you can run and hide all you want. And when you run and hide, what they do is they start harassing your family, so.
Right. Well,
But yeah.
Then she gets on today and she does the post. "Hi, everybody. Regarding the 35 Chris, ridiculous, website and videos, I want you guys, I would insert the word to, but she skipped it. I want you guys to know that I am no longer affiliated with Lana, nor will I be following the Watts case through the process. That includes the website. As far as I know, it is still going as planned, but I will have no further information about it. Thanks to those who showed support to the family. And then we go to its second paragraph. I also want to let everyone know that Dre decided to leave the podcast. I wish her the best in the future endeavors. I'm going to stop right there and just say Dre was like one of the last mods on her channel, I believe. She only has one mod left at this point.
So,
And
and I noticed the distancing from the website, which makes me curious what is really going on.
yeah, I'm not sure. I know that just through the gossip vine, Jay and Jay's husband had been harassing Dre. So that's not really wishing best future endeavors, but you know, gossip's gossip.
Well, and it's putting herself in the position as if she's cool with it all, you know.
Yeah. So this is, I'm just taking a second to read all of these. This is Lana's from her Facebook group because I know a lot of people do not have access. It says, "Dear Wada Day, it actually is with a heavy heart that I even have to post this, but my loyalty is to the Watts family and my family. I guess I will put out another fire and another liar from the YouTube community. Myself nor the family had any intentions of bringing this to light as we believe private matters should stay private. Ronnie and I really enjoyed meeting Jay in Denver and having lunch or two with her, but it was clear after the trip came to an end and after the trailer was released that Jennifer, aka J for J, did not share the same priorities and professionalism that was needed." uh, Jay has repeatedly made false statements over the past week as it pertains to my website about Shazam videos and why I'm okay. We all know she does not dabble in grammar. So let me rephrase this about Shazam videos and why I'm not having her involved with the podcast production of the website. This is, you know what? That's why the Oxford comment needs to stay in place. The public statement is to defend my name and character. She, over the past week, has blatantly, and spelled poorly, lied to her subs, members, and mods. Mods have left her group left and right and have offered to assist me moving forward in any way that they could, which I appreciate that from you all, and you know who you are. On Monday, March 1st, the family and I decided it was best to distance ourselves from Jennifer due to, all caps, her actions. Here are the reasons we separated ourselves. The trailer credits were not in good taste and were unknown to myself and the family. Vagina is completely unprofessional. That's professional number 3. And flat out not worth even mentioning any further. A podcast will be featured on my website, and there were talks of Jay being involved, but they have since been terminated due to the trailer production efforts. She's almost as long-winded as me. Um,
I don't know. My opinion, actually, I have more faith in Jay is for Justice than I do Lana right now.
you know, actually, it's funny that you say that because, uh, for a while, I had kind of like, I was giving Jay some credibility actually, because her stance had kind of stayed pretty neutral. Um, Let me find it. And I actually wrote under her little post. I said, "I commend you for making such an astute and wise reputation conscious decision regarding the first mentioned separation. Not to be taken as bashing by any means, but I presume that the other party was not as, and I put in quotes, professional as as was repeatedly self-proclaimed. And I personally believe that the other party's lack of transparency, scarcity of experience, absence of couth, and negligent decision making slash actions, past and present, would have negated the reputation that you have so visibly worked incessantly to develop and cultivate."
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, my gut read on it is that Jay dropped Lana.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious, this story about the pot getting shipped and everything,
Mm-hmm.
who who is posting that stuff, that information?
It's the actual FedEx form.
But where did you see it?
I saw it as I was lurking under the name that we should not be naming.
Um, I will say this, that the scumbag attackers are known to post absolutely fraudulent baloney. One of the
Mm-hmm.
main three attackers has posted a warrant for my arrest,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Oh
and
dear.
they actually took a form, they filed a false police report and took the form and doctored it up to make it into a warrant.
Oh no.
So personally,
Yeah.
unless I trust the source, I wouldn't believe anything.
Yeah, because it was actually Lana that posted it under her little spiel, and that's where uh, CK got it. Um,
I would say that
and by the
until
way,
Jay says it herself, I
yeah.
wouldn't believe it. And even if Jay says it herself, there have been a couple of people pretending that they've gotten into all of this big time trouble when they were on all these little meetings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is part of how they do their clickbait too. Because remember, there are a bunch of actresses here, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't believe it. I mean, if Jay did a video and really seemed like she wasn't acting, then I might
Yeah.
believe it. But I wouldn't believe anything from whatever channel. If you don't trust the
Right.
channel, I wouldn't believe this. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the only reason that I held it, which I mean, not that I hold Lana with any sort of credibility, but I actually hold. I think she's more credible than CK, um, and probably less of a scumbag attacker. Um, but just so everybody knows, yep, I was lurking for about 15 minutes. You know who you are. You know who you are.
What?
I was sitting back lurking under CK. I didn't say anything, but I seen some people's names.
I did a farewell video yesterday morning, and it's a pretty good video. When I got home tonight, it was kind of late, and
Yeah.
I played it. I actually uploaded it, and then I took it down, and I'm like, I don't know, and I didn't make it public, and driving tonight too, I had a long drive home, and it was like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? But part of that video discusses how, I don't know, maybe I should upload it so you guys can hear it. At the very end of it, I said, I'm taking my channel down. And
No.
and I went ahead after I listened to it tonight when I got home, I thought, so I tried to figure out how to edit just that little blip out.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's all timing. I heard the coolest message today, and I'm just like, okay, I think I was meant to hear this,
Yeah.
because it's about people who talk about, like the thing I was saying earlier, people seem to not be able to grasp the concept that we can discuss behavior without hatred in our hearts. It's along those lines. But anyway, maybe I will put the video up, but I don't know, because it's.
I mean, if you look at it, I mean, what is criminology and what is its subcategory of victimology? I mean,
Exactly.
if you're saying we can't discuss anything about Shanann, then you're completely taking away criminology and victimology, which if you take that away, that takes away from future victims that could possibly have learned from other victims how to make the case run smoother, how how their families should have handled it beforehand.
Right,
How
right.
I mean, there's
But
so
here's
many
the
different
thing,
aspects.
the people that don't want us discussing any aspects of this case, they don't even discuss the case, number one. And they also have no clue about the actual true crime community, because
No.
when you see a true crime channel that's going to be discussing an open case, they are not a true crimer. True
Right.
crimers do not discuss open cases. That
Yeah.
is that's long standing. That's like forever been that way. It's only with the case of Christopher Watts that it's like, stop discussing the case. It's closed. Move on. It's like, what?
Right.
This is when
Oh,
the discussion begins, when it's closed.
did you know that MK's aunt in Alaska is back?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yep, she's back. I told you I've got so much gossip tonight. Um, there's just so much going on.
I know it's a busy week in the little drama corner.
Yeah, it for sure is. And there was something
But
else I was.
I wanted to tell you, that's the thing that I put in that farewell video that
Yeah.
I put. Part of it was, if you watch the gist of the video, and at the very end I say, if you don't understand this video, then you're part of the problem. you know
Right.
and I said in there, if you're on a channel and you see hateful garbage, then why are you there?
Right. Um.
Because any of the people who are taking part in the organized attacks, they
Yeah.
wouldn't even have a channel if they didn't have actual people watching.
Yeah. Well, I can say that from my little lurk fest, which was only about 15 minutes long because I just don't have time to just sit and lurk all day. But I only saw one familiar name, and I'm kind of like you. Like I see something, I remember it. So I know all of you, and I can pick names out. But I mean, I think that's pretty good. Only one recognizable name. So
Well, and I think also too, one thing that people may not know, if especially if they just came on board after the docudrama,
hmm
and that is that one of the tactics they use is they create profiles using the same name and picture
yeah,
as people who they see posting comments.
yeah,
In fact, channels, Set the Record Straight, had somebody set up a fake channel called Set the Record Straight. You know,
yeah.
they bought the website domain missmensa.com. I mean,
All Straight's videos are down.
Are they private or are they down?
You can still see where they were, but they say that they don't exist anymore.
Does it say that they're set to private?
I just saw it last night. Let me check. Let's see. Videos. It says this channel has no videos.
I'm sitting here talking and I was muted. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I thought they were set to private.
Well, as of last night, I mean, I had been checking, but it says all the this channel has no videos.
I'm trying to do it. It's buffering where I'm trying to pull it up. I'm surprised by that
Right?
because the last time I checked, they were set to private. Remember?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you looking at Straight Up Blowing Minds or Set the Record Straight?
Let me see. I typed in "set the record straight,"
Yeah, that one the attackers shut it down.
and I looked up "straight up blowing." Mine's has no videos either.
I just pulled up Straight Up Blowing Minds and it says this channel doesn't have any content.
Yeah.
That is really surprising.
Yeah.
That is absolutely surprising.
Mhm.
I thought they were set to private. I didn't know the videos were gone. I wonder if they got Set the Record Straight knocked down.
Yeah. I told you I had a whole bunch of tea.
Well, I'll tell you, if they got Set the Record, or not, you know what I mean, Straight Up Blowing Minds, if they got that shut down, that's disgusting.
Yeah. This is like completely off topic. Well, kind of. Are you familiar with the Jeffrey McDonald case?
Yes.
I think that studying that, speaking of, criminology and victimology, uh, would actually help the Watts case considerably.
You mean studying it with a comparative or what? What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, not that it was so similar, but with I guess the comparison would be with Jeffrey and Chris because of both being accused. I'm not sure. I was reading about it today, and it hit a lot of similarities in my brain. But I just started looking into it.
To the Jeffrey McDonald case?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a comparison myself. He was very successful. He was a doctor and a captain in I think in the Army.
I think it was just because of what was it? Because of the children and the wife being murdered. Because wasn't it two little girls and a wife?
Right. And she was pregnant too. She was really far along with a little boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just gonna start looking into that one myself. He looked like a pretty stand-up guy, though.
He was very successful.
Mhm.
And he claims he didn't do it. You know, he has Yeah, Fatal Vision was the movie. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, wasn't it supposedly hippies that were on acid?
Right. That's what he claims.
Yeah.
But the witness who admitted she was there,
Uh-huh.
um, she was not credible at all.
Ah.
If he
Hmm.
is innocent, that would be absolutely terrible. But I don't know. I think he's guilty.
Really? Hmm.
Freudian slip. It says no content, and I think I think if he put it on private, it would say. Oh, you're right. What would it say on the channel? Be, I don't know.
I think it would still say no content, wouldn't it? Because whenever you put yours on private, they just don't show up.
I don't have the link to any one of the videos. If we could go to one of the videos, we could see if it says private.
Oh, I tried that last night, and it because I went from Google and let's see.
Christy says it says private. Is that one of the videos, Christy?
No, whenever I click from Google on one of the videos, it shows the link under Google, but when you press on it, it says this channel doesn't have any content still.
Okay. How many videos does it say that it has?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no, we're getting into some gangster rap.
No, I mean when you put in the
Oh,
name,
9.
when you put in the name Straight Up Blowing Minds and it
Mhm.
comes up before you click on the channel, it
Mhm.
should say how many videos it has. Curious C says his channel is shut down.
Yeah, it didn't say any.
Well, if they shut his channel down, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And what that tells me is that what he's saying is the truth.
Correct. Yeah.
Otherwise, why would it bother them, right?
Right. I mean, because he hadn't even posted anything in how long?
But they were reporting him. Remember, they were using my name to report.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It says Straight Up Blowing Minds, 938 subscribers, content from channel formerly known as Set the Record Straight. This channel doesn't have any content. Oh, dang.
You know what I think that means? I think that means that he was onto something way before everybody else, and they just suddenly started piecing it together, and they got freaking scared.
No, they shut down his other channel. They already know he's pieced it all together. He pieced it all together with his other channel.
Ah. So why would they attack it now?
Because they want his videos removed.
Uh,
They don't want people to be able to see them.
Scary shit.
Well, it's really disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. Some of the crap that they're posting up online, about people, it's like, really? But you can't have a true crime channel. Watch out,
Right.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think they want his videos up there for people to see.
Yeah. I mean, just like everything else, everywhere else and every other outlet, our First Amendment right is just gone. So.
Well, and I don't really consider it a First Amendment right thing. People who have been attacking other people say, well, that's my First Amendment right, but it isn't. You're familiar with the whole legal concept of the public stage.
Yeah.
True crime cases are on the public stage.
Right.
And we have the right to talk about them. And it's that simple,
Right.
So they don't have the right to be attacking people. That's not First Amendment,
Right.
Even Cindy Watts, even though she's a subject of the case, They
Mhm.
don't have the right to be saying, "Oh, Ronnie Watts is a whatever addict or something." If he actually is,
Mhm.
they still don't have any right to be throwing him around because he has stayed completely out of stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah, he's been completely silent up until recently.
Right. But that's really disgusting. If they took down Set the Record Straight's channel, that is absolutely disgusting. Because remember, he put it on private, like, what was it, Tuesday or whatever? Because they
Yeah.
were doing those stupid, filing those stupid privacy complaints or whatever.
Mhm.
That's just disgusting. That just makes me just cringe at how
Yeah.
disgusting that is. I don't know, and I don't want us naming channels, but try to think just in your own head, what channels do you know that you can really trust? You know, you look at
Yeah.
these other channels and you're just going, okay, I can see you're connected to that person. We know that person's, whatever.
Mhm.
Like, this is disgusting. If they were, wait a minute though, if they took his channel down, it wouldn't say this channel has no content.
Yeah, it would be completely gone.
That and it or it would there'd be a message saying something like this channel has been removed.
Oh.
Or is that only if it's the videos? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
So it actually must be he removed the videos. Otherwise the channel wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
When they took down my channel, when they filed all that false crap saying that I was a hate channel,
Yeah.
there was a message on the whole thing that it was removed. But
Huh.
it wasn't the channel, it was on the videos themselves. If people clicked on a video, it would say this has been removed.
Hmm. And the reason I got to it last night was I was looking something up and ended up in that black hole. What do they call it? Oh yeah, Reddit, and was forget what I was looking into, but they were mentioning his videos, and they put a link in it, and I pressed on the link, and it said it was taken down. So I went to Googled it, and that's where I saw that they were all gone.
Did they mention it in a good way or a bad way?
Uh, it was split. Um,
So if they're over on Reddit talking about it,
yeah,
then probably they were doing a mass reporting thing.
yeah, because it was recent. The Reddit was from I think only 3 weeks ago.
Well,
The
no,
thread
this was
was.
all in the last couple of days.
Well,
Because remember,
maybe it means that they've been reporting it for a while, though, for a couple weeks.
right, right. He put a video up on whatever day, Tuesday, I don't know
Yeah.
which day, saying that he was turning his videos to private.
Huh.
So something happened.
Mhm.
Miss Marple said, yes, they did a mass reporting.
Yeah, that's so
Oh,
sad.
that's disgusting. That is just disgusting.
And I hope how, well, actually, under this same thread, of course, they're going on and on about how Shanann's family should sue everybody, blah blah, and uh, they're just so ignorant.
Well, and I don't understand the people who run around saying that, people should sue people. In the same comments, they're saying Ronnie's a cokehead and Cindy's a narcissist.
Exactly. And
It's like,
you know what? Like living people actually have rights, but deceased people have like basically no rights.
Well, and to even call it slander when they're committing slander, and that's why I'm very firm when they hop on the channel and say something about slander, that I'm pointing out that actually you're the one committing slander when you want to,
Right.
you might want to rethink that comment, and I don't think they understand that. I don't.
Well, like I had to stop because I had to let Hank Buddy snore.
There was a young
Yeah.
gal who was arrested and she was convicted,
Mhm.
who took part in this whole mess. And
Mhm.
she stood at her sentencing crying while her lawyer read her statement.
Uh-huh.
And her lawyer said, in her, as if he was her, that she didn't understand that what she was taking part in was wrong. And this is the thing, people who are taking part in these attacks, they don't understand that they're going to get thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
The people who are encouraging them to do stuff, they don't care. Why do you think
Yeah.
they're trying to recruit people to do stuff? Because they're not going to want to do it themselves if they're the ones behind it. They're going to want
Right.
someone else to do it. And who's going to be in trouble? It's going to be the person in the front line.
Yeah.
Salander says there's no crime in giving a personal opinion on your own channel. What? What do you mean, Salander? A personal opinion on what? You can't give a personal opinion that Ronnie's a cokehead unless he's a cokehead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you better dang well better be able to prove that he's a cokehead.
Right.
And I guess you know how the burden is shifted back and forth, right? It doesn't become Ronnie's issue to try to
Right.
convince you he isn't. It becomes the person committing the
Exactly.
slander to prove that he is.
Right.
Wow, that's really sad. I hope they didn't get it. I hope he decided to remove him as opposed to the scumbags getting him taken down.
Yeah. But it's sad that he even felt the need to.
Well, yeah, but look what happened the other night.
Yeah. Scary.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. The good news is that I actually had a good um true crime chat with Miss Jane in Australia, and Miss Jane doesn't like me at all, but we were able to discuss 3 or 4 cases without a problem, so that was a
Oh
good
man.
a good step, I think.
Oh, how was your public speaking thing the other night?
It was interesting. It was very interesting, but I'm not going to talk about it on here cuz I know that we have ears in here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it was very interesting.
Oh, cool.
And you know how when you start to speak, just totally separate from what that was, but how
Mhm.
you start to speak, I had everything set exactly what I was going to say. And
Mhm.
then during, leading up to it, because there were different people speaking, leading
Mhm.
up to it, of course, that's when you make your notes, right? Like,
Right.
I've had it set what I'm going to say pretty much. And then, I had the thing right, you know,
Yeah.
and then in like the 5 minutes beforehand, I'm like, oh yeah. And so I'm making these notes. And what I actually delivered was far different than I mean, it included everything I had already planned, but then
Yeah.
I just kind of really rounded off the beginning, rounded off the last part of it. So it was kind of funny.
Yeah. That's it's like me every day.
Yeah, yeah, because you know what I mean. You're grabbing
Yeah.
your pen, going, well, just a little note here and a little note there and a little
Yeah.
note here, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
you end
funny.
up grasping onto your main points, but the structure of it completely changes and added and
Well, and then you open your mouth and it changes again.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's funny because I really dug in and prepared and everything.
Hmm.
And it's so hilarious. I can spend 2 weeks knowing exactly what I want to cover.
Hmm.
And then I can wing, the other part. I'm like, oh yeah, what about this? What about this?
Yeah. Yeah. I always, I mean, I always put my hours in ahead of time, but I I really am like an under the gun kind of person,
Right,
and
right.
so it's always like 3 days before that I do just like a shit ton,
Right,
and
you do your best work with adrenaline.
yeah, absolutely, and then I'll be up till 2, 3 finishing up, and then you know I gotta get
Christy,
going by like 7 in the morning.
Christy says that slander is extremely difficult to prove. It actually isn't. When
Mm-mm.
when they're saying that Miss Mensa lost her children because they were taken away by CPS,
Mhm.
that's a slam dunk slander
Right.
suit, and defamation and IIED and
Yeah.
harassment and whatever else. It is not difficult to prove.
No. I
Robin says
just
I'm
when
not getting notifications. I don't think anybody is, Robin.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification either.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is, but I've heard other channel creators saying the same thing,
Mhm.
that they think like it's a YouTube thing. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm scrolling
I
up.
just always whenever anyone mentions s- the s- I guess the R suing whatnot, I always just list the entire uh defamation about deceased and just lay that out, and they normally can't say anything back.
I did that on one of my public comments on the community page thing of the channel.
Mhm.
I put it in there because I mean I can point to all sorts of places where people have been committing slander,
Oh yeah.
libel, defamation, whatever. But they're committing slander against Cindy Watts on a daily basis.
Right. Yeah, and the way they look at it is so black, or just one-sided. For some reason, they've got this view in their head that it's perfectly okay to do this to Cindy or you, or I mean anybody. But God forbid anybody say anything about Shanann or
Right,
but it doesn't even make sense because
right.
uh
The profiles that are saying stop bashing a dead woman. She can't defend herself, and I say,
right.
okay, well, how is Cindy Watts supposed to defend herself?
Well, dead people do not have reputations to damage, and the only thing that can be damaged from a dead person would be the memory of said dead person, and under the tort of defamation, it's not even addressed of somebody's memory. So,
Well, and here's another interesting point. I think if we're talking about Shanann's reputation,
mhm,
we're accused all the time of somehow bashing her or not, whatever. In fact, when I'm saying that Jeremy Lindstrom in an interview, a
mhm,
close friend, said that in his opinion that her health challenges were not physical, and that I agree with his opinion. How is that defamation? Because actually,
right,
that's her reputation. According to her close friend Jeremy Lindstrom, that would be her reputation that we're discussing.
right,
The
yeah,
reputation is not that she was a retired nurse. Her
right,
reputation was that she was harassing people on social media and
mhm,
telling them that she was either cured or that her MLMs were somehow putting her in remission. That was her reputation. Her reputation was
right,
that she filed bankruptcy.
yep,
Her reputation was that, according to her mother-in-law, she was lying about the allergies.
right,
Her reputation was that she was spraying Bella in the face with water and dosing the kids up with Benadryl and Tylenol. That's her reputation.
yeah,
we're not harming her reputation. We're actually
No,
discussing her reputation.
exactly. She made her own bed. There.
It's just really too bad that like we were saying earlier, because if she was never on social media,
Mhm.
then all those videos, all those comments and everything,
Mhm.
then like okay, maybe people didn't have a way of knowing.
Right.
But she had it all right out there on Front Street.
Right. Right. I have heard that they've started taking some of them down.
Oh, they've been doing that from right from the start.
Yeah, but they've been really heavy-handed on it in the past week.
Well, when we first started pointing out certain things, it was after the
Mhm.
sentencing, then people would show up on the channel and say, "Oh, that one sounds interesting. Can you link it for me, please?" And
Mhm.
then we'd link it for people who would ask for it, and then poof, they'd be gone. And I
Mhm.
realized that, so it's like, oh, that's why they're asking for the link. They just want to
Mhm.
go scrub it.
Or how about whenever, say, like, you post some a video or pictures of all the pictures that she posted of Bella and Cece with no clothes on, and you post it, and then you get reported for posting basically child pornography, and they're reporting you for that. Well, why are they unable to see that we're only posting it because she posted it first?
Yeah, I've never posted any of or any of the things with her standing over the water or anything. I haven't posted
Yeah.
any of that. But I
Or
do
the one of Bella at the doctor where she's completely nude sitting on the table.
I thought she had the oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
I remember which one. But I thought
Mhm.
she had there's another one where she has like a little hospital gown on.
Mhm.
Loud tonight.
I know.
That's funny.
I know.
Well, you know what, you guys? I hopped on to give you my Thursday night. What am I doing?
Mhm.
And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't, because like that farewell video is really well spoken as far as the message. It's exactly what I want to say, but then it's like, oh, I just don't know, because I can't think of any other channels where people can just talk, you know?
Right.
And I hate that. I wish there were other channels where people could just talk and where people could be authentic and say
Mhm.
their opinion and everything, but I don't see any other ones. So I don't know. I think what would be really probably a good thing, because this is a super busy week. If you guys just kind of bear with me on this, and
Mhm.
I would say, like, to heck with the trial right now, the mock trial.
Mhm.
Not
I'd
com-
say that too because I've been limping in court all week,
yeah.
standing all day. I haven't had time to prep at all.
And the thing with that is, like, okay, maybe that's what the attackers were hoping for when they jumped,
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't really care if that's what they were hoping for or not, because
Right.
I just think it's good to just kind of for everyone to take a chill pill
Yeah.
and to just, like, I don't know. I really do need to get my stuff done too.
Yeah.
That it's like it would be better to just, yeah, take a little break, maybe
Yeah.
pop out like this for a short time.
And not cancel it. Just rain check it.
Exactly, rain check
Yeah.
it. Yeah, just rain check it, and then just kind of spend some time like we did last night. I actually hopped on in order to just kind of get a feel for the mood of everyone,
Mhm. And it
and
was better.
it was better. And so I think
Mhm.
if we just kind of take a chill pill and
Mhm.
try to just maybe get back to where it's like I said
Yeah.
before, though, back to the basics, where we're just talking
Yeah.
and not have it be so intense with, because the attacks do get very intense,
Right.
and that's just silliness. We don't need that in our lives.
Right. And whenever things get heated and things get more intense, I mean that's when they strike. So we need to do exactly what you're saying. Just take a chill, just kind of feel her out, get back to where
Right,
we were.
right. And just get back to center and then just not make
Yeah.
it even that big of a um that big of a I don't know. We maybe should try to get to the point where we don't even hear any of it. We don't see
Yeah.
any of it, you know? Maybe
But,
we
what I was thinking about was I feel like we've kind of got, like, our sweet spot, and when we go outside of our sweet spot where we are, a really good, quote, unquote, "thriving" group, whenever we kind of go outside of that,
right.
that's when just, like, shit starts tumbling down.
Exactly. That's exactly
So
it.
we need to
Yep.
stick to, I mean, that's what our group does. That's what our group is for. We need to stick to what our group is good at and what our group is for. And I mean, there's no need to be like the other groups. This is what we are and this is what we do.
Exactly. And it's all about getting in the mud with the pigs. We don't need
Yeah.
to get in the mud with the pigs.
No. Uh-uh.
Okay, on Kathy Joe's note, she said, oh, wait. Oh, it scrolls up so fast. Kathy Joe says, concentrate on being B.O.B.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and say goodnight. I'm glad you hopped up, Shenanigan Maker.
Yeah, me
Or I mean,
too.
Shenana Banana. And
My this
I
is
like the
perfect
other
because
card.
my
That's really
iPad's on
cute.
1%.
And then you can get some good sleep tonight and be ready for court tomorrow.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
I did squeeze into shoes though.
Oh no.
Oh, but it was so miserable. But I did get some old crutches. So
Well, that's good.
yeah. So it wasn't too
Maybe that's
miserable.
a good idea. It's just set an alarm, keep it short and sweet. I think it's okay to go longer, but I think when we have a shit show starting right in
Mhm.
front of our eyes, then
Mhm.
I need to use the microphone mute thing more often.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Well, let's do that. Let's say goodnight, John Boy.
Good night.
Good night, you guys. I'll click on tomorrow night and we'll
Mhm.
just see if we want to. Maybe we could talk about the Jeffrey McDonald case.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's do that if you guys want to. That I think that'd
Yeah.
be a good idea. That's a really good case.
Let's see if Hank will say good night.
Night, Hank.
Say night. Come on. He just goes. He
Okay,
snubbed us.
we'll see each other tomorrow night then.
Okay. Night,
Okay,
everybody. Love y'all.
good night.
Bye.